Faded youth, lost youth, faded glory. A man once told me of a saying, the youth is wasted on the young. It seems like as I go about in my day to day life and I examine how I've gotten older, I've already kind of covered this in one of my videos, so I don't know how much of it I'm repeating, but you know, there's this idea of about save for the future, plan for the future. Excuse me. But everything revolves around youth, you know, around being young. What I mean by that is being healthy, being able to move, you know, not really being limited, not having looking young. Not that I look young, but I guess I do. Just depends on how you see me. Um, you know, fashion, it's based on the youth, the things we do activity wise. I mean, going to clubs, buying clothes, hiking. You know, we need the body and we need the looks and we need the health. But, you know, this morning when I was out and about, I saw a fire truck and a medical unit. And I thought to myself, man, like, I hope that they're just here, you know, to show off for the children. And sure enough, I was wrong. I mean, I don't know how severe it was, but they were picking up an older gentleman. And I thought to myself, like, you know, this man got up this morning, put on his clothes, and said, I'm going to go out and I'm going to socialize. I'm going to do my thing. And because he's not the young man he used to be, I mean, whatever the actual circumstance is, I don't know. But if he was young, and by young I imply healthy, there's a greater chance none of that would have happened. You know, he would have been fine. And maybe he's fine now. I don't know. But what I can't help but think is that it just makes me refocus and realize that my time is right now. And so is yours. And that doesn't matter at what stage of life that you're living. If you're 18, 21, 25, 30, 35, 40, if you're an old folk, if you're a senior citizen, regardless of what you can do in life, regardless of what you can't do, regardless of your age, right now is your time. Of course, things could be better. Of course, we could all be rich. Of course, we could all have everything that we've ever wanted, but we don't. But you know, as I sit here and I talk, I feel like I'm preaching. And that's not the thing to do because I'm not qualified. All I'm trying to do is get anybody who will hear me, anybody who will listen to me, to be happy with right now. Because the stages of life come and they bring with them a new way of living. I mean, I think one day all I'm gonna want to do is sit inside the house and watch TV programs that remind me of my childhood. But again, I don't know if I said this. It's like when I used to work um, putting milk on the shelf, and I had mentioned that to my boss. I was like, you know, I could put milk on the shelf for the rest of my life if I knew that it would pay for me to have a family, you know, to provide for mine, for the ones I care about. And he just said, "Don't worry, son, you won't. You won't be able to work at this place forever. You won't be able to do what you're doing forever. Things are going to change." And that place is shut down now. And every time I drive by it, I think to myself how long I was there and how I lived every day there just as I am living this moment right now. It was always just right now, and things change. And, you know, people when I come across people today, they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? How's today?" I'm like, "It's good." They're like, "Are you ready for the weekend?" I reply saying, "I don't live for the weekend. I live day to day. If it's Monday, it's Monday to me. It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday. I mean, if it's Saturday, sure, I could go do something because everybody else is doing something on Saturday. But I mean, I'm gonna find something that I like to do every single day, and like that's the only way to live, at least with that mindset. But I understand that I'm gonna have to do things I don't want to do, but it's not about that. That's not my focus as much as my focus right now is just appreciating the time that we have right now. You know, Gary Vee always talks about sitting in a nursing home and interviewing people who are nearing that time and just listening to them talk about regret. And I don't want to regret my life. I don't want to regret living for the weekend. It's a waste of a life. But I don't know the point of this video, much beyond what I've already said. So I'm gonna watch it again and hope it was worth posting.